and welcome to Flourish TV. My name is Stephanie Book. I'm a transformational mindset, wellness, and business coach, and this is where I bring you business with a little bit of mindset. So today we're going to talk about creating a mood board and in Canva. And you can use a mood board, obviously, if you are a business owner. This is a great thing to have for your business because basically a mood board is putting everything that pertains to showing your business into one place. So your colors, your fonts, the textures, your logos and things like that. But if you are not a business owner, don't just put this aside yet because I think a mood board is going to be great for all kinds of things. Maybe you are going to redo your kitchen or your bathroom and you have somebody helping you that. You can go in and you can say, hey, these are the colors I like. These are the textures I like. This is a different mood that I would like to bring forward. Now, you might not need fonts for your kitchen or something, but maybe you do. Maybe you want your spice jars to be a certain way and you're going to have those displayed. I don't know. But, maybe you're planning a wedding and you just have all those different places and you want everything in one place. So don't think of this as just something for your business, though this is a great thing to have in your business. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to walk you through how to create a mood board very simply inside Canva. And we'll go through some different steps to do that, and I want to make sure that, put any questions that you have in the comments, and I will try to answer them towards the end. And if you're not sure at all what I'm talking about, just jump in and we'll have fun together. I'm gonna make this bigger. I wanted to first show you, this is a mood board that I made for my business. My main business is called Flourish and Inspire, and so these are some different logos that I have put together. This is some inspiration pictures. Obviously, there's a picture of me. I use that because I really like the picture that was taken of me, but also I know that I'm going to be using images of myself in the brand because I am the brand. That's part of who I am. So these are some colors that inspired me. These are pictures that inspired me. These are my colors, and you can see I have the hex codes on here, and so I'm going to show you what you can do for that. And then these are different fonts that will be my brand. So when you're looking at Stephanie's work, when you see Flourish come up, you're going to think, oh, these are her colors. These are the different fonts that she's using. You might not notice it, but what happens is you recognize something in your feed, then you'll see, oh, wait, that looks familiar. Oh, wait, that might be Stephanie. So, or it'd be Flourish. So that's why I do that. And then these are just some different textures, things that I like, things that I really gravitate toward. I like the colors of the pink. I like the clean lines. I like the ocean. I like the water, the outside, and the flowers. And so that gives you kind of an overall look at my brand. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today, but for you. And so we're going to make one sort of from scratch so that you can see what to do. Recently, I went through and did a podcast one sheet, which is another similar kind of thing where I put a bunch of different things all about my podcast, Flourish, and I talked about, how I can serve people, some about my topics, the different offers that I have, and some different things like that. So that's really cool to have. It doesn't have to be just images like this. So you can kind of think it as a way to organize everything in one place. So then what I also do is I do have a Trello board that I put all of these things in, all of my logos, like the different forms of it. You have your YouTube banner, you have what you would have for your Facebook cover photo, and then maybe something for Instagram or for TikTok or whatever. So there might be similar, but they also are different sizes for Pinterest and things like that. So it's nice to have everything in one place. But if you needed just a one sheet, you want to put it somewhere, maybe you're going to do something outside of Canva and you don't just use the brand kit, you can use, have everything there as well. But we're not going to go over that training of that Trello board today. But I have different trainings that you can make sure if you, want to know what Trello is or know how to use that maybe to organize this a little bit more, just put Trello in the comments and I will give you the replay of the board creation that I did for Trello so that you can know how to use that and how you could create that for yourself. So let's move on so I'm just going to go to another screen on Canva. And what I did is, let's go from the very beginning here. Let me open up another screen and I'm just going to open Canva in here, and let's say we're going to put this in and we're going to say mood board. So if you just type mood board in here, I'm going to take all of my content off and just do Canva templates because I want to use a template. I want to make this simple. I picked out one that I liked the other day, but maybe I thought it would be good to show you these different ones. So you can see all different kinds of mood boards. So this is where I'm showing you, like, maybe you are using a mood board for your business, where you want your fonts and colors and things like that. And maybe you are looking for some inspiration for a room you're decorating. So it doesn't all have to be where you're having those fonts and things like that. So you can see all kinds of different templates, which makes it super easy. Now you can do it without a template, but it's a lot easier to have something that's already built for you, especially when you're getting into something like this, where you're having the fonts and things like that. It's nice to have things that you can just kind of copy and paste, or you can just change the fonts out and move things around a little bit. So that's really nice to be able to do that. And one of the things that I really like about that is so this was, I think, the one that I thought, oh, we could just work through this today. This is one that they've already put together, it's just your template. So this is very similar to something that I just did. What I like about this one is if I am choosing fonts, I like the fact that it has all the letters in capital letters and in the lowercase, and like has the numbers, and I like that because when you're working on something later on and putting things together, you can quickly look at your mood board and be like, do I really like that idea of the capital letters for these things? Like, maybe you'll be able to say, hey, I know that, like, for this one, like, maybe these Capri or Calps, I don't know how to say that, Calps Light, I like how the capital letters look on there, but I feel like I like the lowercase of this other one, right? So it gives you some ideas of different things you can do. But if there's an element in one of these other templates that you like that's not in this one, like maybe you really like the templates, something else that has, you like the boxes versus the circles or something, you can do a couple things. One, you can make your own, or you can go into one of those templates and copy that section and put it in there. Maybe you like how the photos are lined up here versus that one. So let's say we liked this one. You can go through here when you clicked a template, you can go through and hit customize this template. It will show you. It always gives you, the author who did it or the creator that made that. And also what's nice is if you come here, you can see, oh, this is very simple. I just wanted a simple one page. This could be a good format for you also. But you're like, well, I like this idea, but it's not quite what I want. It gives you some other boards that are similar to that, have a similar vibe to it, so that you can choose that as well. But let's say I really liked how these pictures are. I could say I want to customize this template. And one thing you can do is you can go through and copy this section. So if you're on your desktop, this is much easier. So I can go in here, like highlight those things. I can right click or hit your Control C. And actually I can pull this. I don't want that. So I'm going to try again. And I'm going to try to do, now I just move things around. Sometimes it takes a little bit to capture it. It's much easier to do this on your desktop. But so I'm going to copy this because I like that style, and maybe I'm going to come over here and, this is fine, but maybe I don't like this one and I want to copy it. So I can take it from another board and just paste it in here. And maybe I want extra photos here, and I like how that's set up. So that gives you other things where you can take other templates or other things even you've created and put it together to make the template that you want. So I'm just going to delete that, but I just wanted to show you that that is possible. And now this template has grouped these all together, but you can also ungroup them if you want to. And I think they're probably locked, so you can unlock them or change the grid around. I think it should be able to ungroup them somehow. But what we're going to do now is we'll go through, and let's say we're going to do an organization. Maybe you have an organization cleaning business or something. So we can just call this, so we can come in. Now, I don't have a logo that's made for this, but you can even go in here and you can cross this out, and you can even create your logo if you want to. Cleaning logo. I thought I made one here for you guys, but we'll just go like this. And let's see, maybe this is the one I was starting. Nope, that was another thing that I made before. But let's say cleaning logo. Whoops. And it's actually just bringing my content. So let's say this is something I made before. I liked just this. Maybe I'm going to use cleaning. maybe I like this, and this. I'm going to copy these. So let's say this is my logo. I'm just making this as we go. Obviously, this is not a logo, but here, let's say this is our logo, cleaning. Maybe it's cleaning, and then we're going to put another font. We haven't decided our fonts yet. Maybe we don't like this font. They're not, like here you can see I have some of my fonts from my brand kit that I have used before. So those are going to be the ones that pop up first for me. And I did talk about how to create a whole brand kit inside Canva. So that's beyond, this is a great way that when you're inside Canva, things are right there for you. Your colors are going to be at the top. You're going to be able to have that, but this is kind of a sheet that you can have anywhere. So if you missed how to do that, just put Canva in the comments and I will get you the tutorial I talked about how to create the colors and all that inside a brand kit inside of Canva. But this is a little bit different. We're creating that mood board. And so we're going to come here and maybe we're going to use, I don't know what, I don't know, it doesn't matter here. Let's just do this quick and pick one that we kind of like. Maybe, oh, I don't know, cleaning, maybe this quicksand, we'll try that, I don't know. So, oh, I don't want to do that. I wanted to add another one. So let's add another text in here and hit text. And it's going to give my logos in here, but cleaning, maybe we want to change this, cleaning with Stephanie, and you know, we're like, yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like this as the logo. And we can move this out of this way. I don't want that in there. So maybe it's something like this, cleaning with Stephanie. Maybe I'm going to make this smaller. I don't know. This is not, I'm not working on a logo right now, but you get the idea. So let's say this is here, and we're going to make this a color that fits. And so what it will come up right away, and this, I talked about this in the Canva tutorial, is it showed you like the different photos that are on the page. Right now we don't have our photos in there, but here is a color. So maybe we want this color, maybe just this brown, cleaning with Stephanie. I don't know. I don't really like that, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. So let's say this is my logo. It's not anything but, you know, maybe it's a start. You know, I probably would fix it. So maybe this is our logo, and so you can set this up. So you can see, obviously. Now, maybe I don't really want that font for this one, so maybe I'm going to do, I don't remember what that one was called. Maybe you like a different one. So you're going to go through, maybe you like with Stephanie, that's two script fonts. I don't really like that together, but this quicksand, right? Cleaning with Stephanie. So maybe this one here, probably put your tagline or something in here, creating a home with love. I don't know, that's kind of silly, but so here, I'm going to put this in here. I would use here. So now I want to go down a little bit and we see the colors. So obviously you're going to have different logos. Maybe you're going to have one here where maybe you, you can see on mine, you know, I have something where I have just the initials of this, you know, maybe I have a little bit longer one and things like that. So you're going to take your logo, whatever you're creating, and make it into something a little bit different. So there we have that. So then we're going to, maybe we're going to decide on fonts a little bit later. I like to start with the images because I think it helps overall. So what we'll do is you can go in and you can upload different photos that you found. Now I went ahead and searched Google a little bit so that I could have some images ready to go. So you could go there. Maybe it's a picture on your phone. Maybe you went somewhere for vacation and you were like, oh, I love that little cafe, or, you know, whatever it is. Maybe there's a home in a magazine. I don't care. You can take a picture of it. You could upload it. So you want to put some different pictures that are inspiring you. So maybe we really liked, you know, we have this here. I think, you know, we obviously have it here. So you can double click that and move it around where you want it to go. Maybe you want the idea of like a home with, you know, your children are there. Maybe you want to show that, you know, it's a home with love. So you're going to bring in those kids. Maybe you really like that idea. Maybe you want to bring in this plant. Maybe you want to make sure that you're bringing in like the natural look. And so you can move that in. Like, I don't know, I didn't really look at these pictures side by side, so not sure I like these all together. I don't think the colors really work. But We can also check Canva as well and see if there's something that we really like. So maybe I really like this one. Maybe there's something here that I like better. Maybe I just like I don't like this. It's okay. So you get the idea. So you're getting your different pictures that are inspiring you, that are kind of going together, like cleaning images. Maybe something will come up for here. These are my uploaded. This is obviously the one. This is another one from the logo. So we probably would have that one there. Maybe I'll move that one up here. Or maybe this one is a good one. It shows maybe your plant and, you know, some different things there. It's coffee, but maybe that's what you like. I don't know. So this is probably not the pictures that I would have, but I just wanted to do this quickly so I could show you because I'm talking a long time. But what happens here is now that you have these pictures here, it's going to, you know, it gives you, it says style inspiration. So then we can choose the fonts that we like. What is this one up here? We had Amsterdam 1, so I could change this. Maybe that's the main, you know, your main color or your main, it says typeface. I would just put font here, font. And then you put the name here, Amsterdam 1, was it, I think? And then here, we're going to just go in here and we're going to just change it. We're going to go look for the font. A lot of the time it will have, here's the Amsterdam 1. That is definitely not going to be a good main font because you can see it's very, very flowery. So this might be an extra one. Like I might be a stylized one. We're obviously going to make it, we're going to have to make it smaller. So you could do that, but maybe it's not the best font for your main font. So you can, so I just wanted to show you different things. You can move things around and make it bigger, but maybe we want to add a whole extra section. Like maybe we're like, we don't need this logo section as big, so we're going to take these out because we only have one logo, let's say. We can move these around, whatever you want to do. Maybe I'm just going to get rid of this whole section, get rid of this, and we're going to go in here, and this is another time where you can highlight everything and move it up. So I'm going to move my color palette, which we'll fix in a minute. And maybe I'm like, ooh, I really want more fonts. So you can go in and you could actually like, whoops, not that one. You can go in and copy all of these, and we'll copy, or you can duplicate it, and then we're going to come here and paste. We'll paste it. Oh, well, it didn't copy it because I probably moved my thing too fast. Oh, goodness gracious. And we're going to go in here. Goodness gracious. Okay. It really isn't that hard. It's just because you're doing this live and it's, you don't want to mess things up. So I'm going to come up here now. I'm going to paste it, and it's going to put a second one here. So we're going to move it here, make sure it's lined up. Maybe we'll move this one here back down and we could, boom. So now maybe we'll just do like a third font, you know, like, I don't know, I'm going to just write logo font for now. And so maybe our main font, we want to have our main font to be a little bit more, what's this one we chose? Oh, that's Fiona, that was already on here. And this one was Quicksand. So let's say we want our main font to be Quicksand. I just write it in here. And then again, we're going to highlight this whole thing and we're going to change this to Quicksand. Now, what's nice about Canva is it usually recognizes that you had that on the screen already. So you can go in and change that there. What I like again, and then this gives you, you can highlight all of this and change it also to Quicksand. So then everything there is the same. And you might have to change the size to fit it in your brand name there. So, you know, maybe we like this caps light for the second one, I don't know. And then we can go in and change the rest of these to Amsterdam 1. We'll probably have to change the spacing. Maybe that's one we like, but we definitely have to lower the spacing or the sizing, and maybe we're going to spread it out a little bit because it's such a flowery one. So that gives us an idea. And, you know, just to make things easier on ourselves, I would probably change the line spacing on this too because it's a very flowery one, but you can see there's a lot of different things that you can do so that you can see that brand. It's probably not one I would choose for, you know, for that, but the logo font works. And then you can add in, you know, your fourth one, maybe, I don't know, which one was this, Fiona? Maybe we do like the Fiona, so maybe we'll change this one to Fiona, and we're going to just change all these as Fiona in here. So you can see it's not, I'm not going like crazy trying to show you everything, but it gives you an idea. And I probably would change the sizing of all of this too, so that it's all matching and that it looks really nice, but because that's kind of small. And then I would decide, if I have that this is my main, that they have this, if this caps light is my main one, then I would probably do everything in there. So if this quicksand, I would probably honestly would change each of these to quicksand, because I think it will make it look more uniform overall. So you can see what I'm saying. And okay, so so let's say those are their fonts. They're not my favorite, but that's okay. We're doing this quick. So then you go in, and then the colors is the next part. And the colors, I talked about how to create your brand kit, like I said, in Canva, but you can go in now, and when you're coming on this color, what's really, really cool about Canva is when you go here, it brings up the whole menu. But again, what it does is it brings in, so now we have all those photos in there, and you hit more colors, it gives you all of these different colors that you can add in here as your main colors. Now, what it doesn't do is it does give you, it doesn't give you all of the colors. So if you want to, let's say you're really wanting, it's like not really picking up on much of the green vibe, so maybe you want a little bit more of that, so you could go in and use like a color picker tool and go somewhere like outside of Canva and do it. Or if you're in the brand kit section, there is another little it's like an eyedropper that you can go and you can grab the colors that you want out of it, because Canva is only going to grab like 5 colors, maybe the most dominant colors out of that. So if you want to bring in some other colors, then you will go through and you can color pick them and then add them in later, or make the brand kit for it. If it's your brand, I would highly recommend that. But let's say we're going to just bring in these different colors that we like. We're just going to do this, and we'll go back in and we'll change the names of the hex feed in there. This is not bad. Just change the tone of it a little bit, and maybe we'll do like that. I don't know. But so this is just really fast on the top of my head. I don't know if I like this one. Might be a little bit too dark for what I'm trying to do. So maybe I'll do brown, or maybe I'll do that one. I don't know. So you can see, then you're going to go in, and here when you're on the color, like I think this is the color we just added in there. Whoops, undo. It will tell you the number. So then it's like the 97805B. So you could change this 97805B, and then you will know that is the hex code for that. Now, so again, and then you would go through and do the same thing for each of them. And I would probably make sure that they are big enough that you can see them. You could add more colors. You could do less colors. Maybe you only have 3 primary colors. And just think of that. What's going to speak as your brand? Just like with McDonald's, right? We have the yellow, the golden arches, but we also think red. We think of those colors. We're like, ooh, McDonald's, right? There's certain colors. Different companies have those colors, and we know right away. We see them. We're like, oh, that's McDonald's. Part of that's their logo, but part of it's also their colors. And then they do choose like kind of brighter, vibrant colors. Primary colors a lot for McDonald's. So I bet you their mood board would have that yellow and the red, but then they'd have other colors that support those colors. So that's kind of what you're doing here. So then, you're working through and changing this. So then you can go in with your brand board. You can change this to one of your brand colors. Maybe you want that. You can add the effects in there, maybe add a shadow. You can get to do the fun like designing part of that as well. So and go through and change it. So it gives you a really quick idea of how we just took a different brand board and we changed the colors, we got the vibe that we want. And you can always change this, but it gives you an idea of this way, if someone is like, hey, I love these colors. I want my cleaning, my home, my business to show this is who I am, the kind of homes that I'm inspired. Doesn't mean that you can't clean for those other kinds of homes, but it just gives you that vibe. You help you know a little bit who you are as you are connecting with other clients, or if you're creating other things. That way they can be all cohesive and go together. So I know I shared a lot of different things and I talked pretty quickly. If there's any questions that you have about Canva, please make sure that you put it in the comments. I do move them all over to my YouTube channel, and I have my podcast there as well that drops every Monday morning, and so you can find me there as well. If you really love this whole idea of having a branding kit, but you are completely lost, you're like, I don't know how to do graphics, I don't know fonts, I don't know what goes together, I would be happy to help you. I have different brand kit packages put together that I would love to do to help you get your business aligned, making sure all those things are together, create a mood board for you. I have a Trello board that I could put together for you that I mentioned before. So if you have any questions about that or want some little help or see if there's something that I could do to help you, just put brand in the comments and I will help you with that. So my friends, I hope that this is helpful to you, and I would love to know, if you've watched this, what are some things that you would like to know how to do for your business? What that comes from like these different ideas of your brand, or how to use something in Trello, or an area where you're just not quite sure how to help your business grow, reach out to me. I would love to know what topics you'd love for me to share. So thank you so much for listening, and just remember that success isn't just possible, it's meant for you. Take care.